Voters will get to say yes or no in May on whether some marijuana offenses should be decriminalized inside the Lubbock city limits. This after city council members voted unanimously against the proposal this morning.
KCBD News Channel 11's Brittany Crittenden joins us now with why they believe this should be decided at the polls. Brittany?
Well, Karen and Abner, after a public hearing, council members stated they believe the proposal would contradict state law, making it unenforceable. This was the referendum that organization Freedom Act Lubbock gathered signatures for over the past few months. After their hard work, Adam Hernandez, communications chair for Lubbock Compact, expressed his frustration that the public hearing was held this morning on a weekday at 9 a.m.
I hate to sound like a broken record every time I come up here, but you do it every time we come up here when it's something that a large majority of people want, that we feel like you just don't want to hear from a bunch of them. And so fair enough, but I am going to call it out.
Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to ask you to keep your public comments and make sure your phone is silenced.
Yep.
And keep your public comments to what is here for the public hearing.
That was the only disclaimer I needed. So thank you.
The disclaimer is keep your comments
to
what's in front of the council today.
Can I continue?
You may continue.
Thank you.
After some tense moments in council chambers, members decided against the Freedom Act Lubbock ordinance.
All right, motion fails 0-7.
The proposal would decriminalize the possession of 4 ounces or less of marijuana for adults. Its proponents say it would free up space in the overcrowded jail and free up officer time to fight other crimes.
We are not asking you to decriminalize pounds of marijuana, but to simply utilize police resources to other major crimes such as the high property crime rates here in the city.
Mayor Trey Payne says any changes to laws regarding the possession of marijuana must be addressed by the Texas legislature.
My conclusion is that the proposed ordinance actually violates the Texas Constitution, is in direct conflict with state law, and therefore it's void and unenforceable.
As a home rule city, Hernandez says Lubbock has the authority to enforce it.
And the heart of our ordinance is pretty simple. We just don't think people should go to jail for personal use of marijuana here in Lubbock.
Several other council members backed the mayor, though, including Mark McBrayer, citing his oath to the city and the Texas Constitution.
We are established by the state, and we have to enforce the laws of the state. I don't buy the distinction between legalization and decriminalization. I don't think there's really a distinction between those two arguments.
Freedom Act Lubbock also claims city data shows disparities in marijuana enforcement, negatively impacting Black, Latino, and younger community members. Councilmember Christy Martinez Garcia says she didn't see those numbers reflected.
When you went door to door, hearing all this stuff about Hispanics, blacks, Hispanics, blacks, a lot of misinformation that was shared with them.
2 citizens also spoke against the ordinance, citing public safety on the roads and marijuana use leading to the use of other drugs. Coalition members say they expected pushback and would rather the decision go to voters anyways.
We think this issue is of a magnitude and substance that it probably should just go forward to a vote.
And because the council voted down the ordinance, the initiative process allows the group to request it go to a ballot, which will likely be in May. Karen and Abner.
Thank you, Brittany.